Everyone. I've been trying to post now for 3 weeks. My phone decided not to let me post. So I'm going to show you what I made here. This is an oil fill line, something for the ignition, and oil tank. Not oil fill line. Yeah. Anyway, everything's made out of mostly brass and copper. There's no plastic because notice I have little points down the bottom of the front frame. Well, that's to anchor my body to the frame. Yeah, it's a little on the long side right now, but hey, that's the way it is. I'm putting a stiffener, a strut, whatever you want to say. Yeah, my mold was that far off. To keep its shape. Okay, that's all it was for. Now there's this bit of cheating going on here. Yep. I'm using scissors. That's a cheating. There's a it's actually a bent flat plate, and I didn't really want to mess with that because I thought this would be stronger. And obviously, I'm using the pliers as a duckbills. If anybody worked with sheet metal, you know what I'm talking about. I do have duckbills. You guys seen them? They're just were meant for something bigger than what this is. So, not sure what I'm doing here. Oh yeah. I am trying to flatten that out. What I'm doing is just reposition it, and I push it down on the desk to make it more of a outside straight edge. Sorry for it's not on camera. Yeah. There, I got the duckbills, hand seamers, whatever you want to call them. Now I cut a little. There's a little. I'm just making it look like what it looked like. I wish I could have drilled all the holes in it and. Yeah, I didn't want to make it out of plastic because I knew it'd move. And this is going to hopefully immensely help with the strength. Those marks on my hand is from my loving dog. Ain't he nice? Ain't she nice? Yeah, we were playing and she got a little rough. Sometimes I think she's a pup. I don't know. But anyway, she's a good dog. She knows when she's seen me putting leather gloves on. And she knows we're going to play. Boy, she goes ape then. She got me when I didn't have them on. I thought I was studly enough to do it without it. I'm just soldering that on there. I don't know if I flipped it over and soldered the back. I'm not sure. I don't think I did, because it went through to the rod. I'm just now spreading the solder out. That way I have less to sand or clean up. Obviously, if you want it all brass, there's always one that wants to stick. Ugh. I'm using one of my wife's finger nail polish things. Why they put glitter on it is beyond me. You wouldn't believe how many times I use the glitter side. I can't gripe, she buys them for me. Just cleaning off some excess solder. Man, it's been cold here too. It's been 1 degree below zero, 2 degrees below zero. That's bad enough. But if you get the wind, it's horrible. Just absolutely horrible. I was cleaning it with alcohol in case you wanted to know. Yeah. Now I'm doing it with primer. Yay! Oh, that was magic. It dried. I'm just hurry up and brush painting that bluish color of the inside. I noticed there's a spot I got to hit again. Big deal. Now, I got a piece of wire here, and I'm going to be, hopefully I back it out. I thought it did. I am annealing it and crushing it because I virtually do not have any copper sheet at all. So I'm making copper sheet. Yep. I'll get a 4x8 piece out of that. Yep. This is a piece of electrical copper. You see the insulation on it. It was a little bigger than, I do have copper rod, but this is a little bigger and softer. There's probably more copper in it than anything else added to it. Actually, I'm fibbing with you guys. It would be nice if I wrote notes down, but I've been in such a hurry to try to get something posted here. This is for the oil pipe fill in vent, crankcase vent. That's why I'm doing that there. Alright. Now that Doug understands. Now I'm cutting a slit, down the center of that flattened piece I did. I end up doing this later on something else, so yay. Using the forceps to hold it. Now what I'm doing, just trying not to break it. That's why I keep annealing stuff. I wanted a gap so you can see through them. You'll see what it looks like. Actually, on the beginning screen, you'll see it. I think I put it on the end screen. There's a brass cap on the top of this with a screen on it. Probably keep bats from roosting in it. It's a pretty big screen, but man, that thing must need to breathe. Well, 1,300 cubic inches, I would think it needs to breathe. But anywho, that's what I'm making now. Part 2 of the making of the oil filler pipe and crankcase vent. I'm just taking some, obviously, screen, and I'm bending around that copper end to try to get it to fit real nice. A little loose area, Doug. If I remember right, I should cut a copper strip and put it around the bottom. In fact, I know I did, but did I catch it is beyond me. Yeah, it wasn't until 2 days ago from this video that I actually got the dang thing to my phone to finally upload to my computer. Some screwball setting that, it did the update, and it decided I didn't like doing that. And I never seen the feature before, and what it was basically, they didn't like what they changed it to charging only USB. So I thought that was never there before. This is something new, and they decided to turn it on. That and airport, what is that, flying mode? What? I haven't been in an airplane in decades. Yeah, I'm trying. This little brass collar that is supposed to go there. And I have to solder that. My ever-present clamp. Some stupid flux. I don't remember, I hope. Cut some little balls off, so yeah, it looks like I'm just going to do it with the, I hope not with the fire. He's almost started the place on fire the other day. Yeah, I'm using fire. I blew it off. Who knew? I hate grabbing the solder gun every time I turn around. There we go. Making the solder spread everywhere. There we go. And naturally, I didn't solder this because the stuff is stainless steel mesh. You know, it looks golden. Well, you know what? It must have held or filled the bottom in because I do remember using, yeah, it didn't hold. I use super glue. Now I'm heating up the house because it's so cold. It was 1 degree this morning on this day, Sunday, and yeah, pretty cool. And I have to change oil in my car. My car's acting up, not from the cold because it went into limp mode. Ugh. I'm trying to make a domed cap, and because it was slightly domed, and I get one done. You see the one on the ground there. I like this one. It turned out well. The floor monster liked it better than me. Trying to snip off or bend off the ends after. So I was like, so basically, I got to finish anything inside the cowling, which is just about done. Anything on the intake exhaust side, they're all on the same side. Intake manifold, blah blah blah. I ended up one of them. I ended up soldering on, is it went through far enough. This is for the ignition. This is where they push the button and turn it to get the engine started. It's mounted inside the engine, so they got to take the dang cowl off every time they want to start it. And it's made out of brass, but the lower part has rubber on it. So sorry, this one here this video is long. First of all, because I couldn't get anything uploaded, so I had to hurry up. And when I did, I thought, I'm going to do it all before, I don't get it all done. I'm making I believe it's the oil reservoir. It's the header tank. I don't know how it calls on it. It's not a fuel tank. If it is a fuel tank, then it isn't like everybody else's fuel tank on the 6 other ones, so I have no idea. I'm making it to fill space, and it's in the photo, and it's angled beveled ends, narrower at the top than it is the bottom. Yay! Now I start the fun, and I also took the insulation off the wire, which means it's hot. I'm annealing it. Remember I said I didn't have any copper sheet? Now you're seeing it. I even went outside after I annealed it the last time and went to my anvil and flattened her out flatter into what I needed. I know there's some of you guys from, we call it the Midwest, but they call it, other parts of the country call themselves the Midwest. We're in they call it the Plain States, and we got hills. But anyway, anybody north or from Iowa, Nebraska, north, Wisconsin, I would say, and South Minnesota and North Dakota definitely is going through some cold right now. But it looks like it's going to spread across the whole U.S., so I'm not sure. I didn't realize that those bending tools, mandrel tools, had a flat spot, and that's what I'm using to help squish it out. And every time it gets hard to move, you do it again. There we go. That's after I took it out and smacked it with a hammer a couple times. See those stupid red-handled nips? I got them at a car store in town, and they're the same. Looks like they're about the same as you get at a hobby shop. You know, the cheap ones. They last way longer, and you pay about the same price. Way longer. My wife's over there using them to cut these steel things for her dies for what she does for fun. And so I'm trying to make a strip to bend it around, to put it around that little piece of copper. Yay! Sounds like fun. Huh? I wish I'd just bought the stuff. There. I'm like, I think I got it. I get one perfect. And guess what? That's right. It went AWOL on me. Absolutely nice and tight and snug. And I had to take what was left of the other one and use that, which is no big deal. It'd be better than making new thin sheet. So I'm thinking about doing a video on my Christmas haul, you might say, because my sons do a lot of 3D printing, and they 3D printed me a lot of stuff, and I thought maybe you guys might be interested. Not all of you, but some of you. They're all figures. And oh no, because I also got the star bug from the movie, the show Red Dwarf. If you ever seen that, watch it. It's funny. It's from England. Also from Babylon 5, I got my kid printed me a Star Fury, and I'll show that too. And I got a number of figures in that. So anyway, now I'm keeping that long strap thing because that's going in behind. You'll see the method to my madness here. As soon as I lose that one piece, there, I lost it. That's why you see that. I was like, ah! So I got to get this thing pinned in. Probably haven't. It doesn't look like it. I ended up burning that paper. It didn't catch on fire, but I scorched it good. Not thinking. Anyway, I want them where I need them. Then I'll pin them. There we go. I wanted to re-hit that ignition coil thing. That's the solder. I wanted it more tapered because it is. I think I used the torch. You know, old men shouldn't be playing with fire. Either that, I'm waiting for the soldering iron to heat up. I don't think I did. I think I hit it with a torch. In fact, I'm almost 90% sure. Well, that could have been cut out. I was in a hurry to get this thing, try to get it posted. That's what I must have been doing. Oh, must have done it offline. It's done. You see the solder on it. I'm just snipping those things off shorter. I should give them a, I think I show it here, I put it in some toilet cleaner. It's acidic, it'll clean up everything. It's not horribly acidic, but yep, there's the bath. She's getting the dip. I don't put them in there very long. I wanted to clean it up, not etch it. See, they're already, that's how long they were in there. Now this is a thing they use on aircraft to clean, but they also sell it for mag wheels, for aluminum mag wheels. It works great on brass, copper, silver, gold. And so if you ever need your wheels shiny, this stuff will do it, because it takes the oxidized metal off really soon. Oh, yeah. There was a dimple in the top of this. This is the thing. And I need to put a cap on it. So this is that one piece I was talking to you guys about. Hey, old man. So I don't remember. Forgive me. Bye. I could not get that cap to set for the life of me. I don't know how many stabs I did at it. I'd get it on there, hey, hit it with a thing, and it'd stick. Obviously, you didn't get to see all 50 times. Lucky you. So I did it with the point up. That's going to get a bath again if I even show it. Ah, there. There, I'm burning up the... I told you I did it. Every time I turn it, it's flying off. I thought, I'll hold it down with the tweezers, and guess what? I pull it off. Why didn't I just super glue it? Well, because I need to file it, that's why. I also need the piece straight. So now I'm attempting to burn this balsa wood up. Well, it's almost there. There. I think I might have got it then. Yep, she's getting the bath. I put some water on it. using the hillbilly, what do you call it? Lathe. There they are. Yay. Now, I didn't get to do all this, so I still got this to do, but I started trimming that so it fits the engine, and I have to look at the photo better. There's only one photo of it, and that is with the one in Germany. So I'm putting that in there, and that's what the little curls are for, to fit in that groove. Tightening up the groove. That way I don't have to worry about it snapping off, because I'll just fill that with super glue, that gap, and you won't see it. I think. Oh yeah, I needed a shim to get that, so it's behind it, not in the middle of it. And I, nope, too tall. So I had to shim the shim down, put it in there. Now I'm like, yeah, that works. Super glue. I didn't hit it with any accelerator. I let it go. Didn't want it to bubble or get the stuff on the paint and that. So, and I was shocked it didn't glue the wood to it. I don't remember if that electrical thing, did I? Yeah, that has a black bottom. I got stuff I got to add to it yet. Nothing horrible or amazing. Just to give you that little bit of something to look at. And it has wires coming out of the bottom of it. Oh, yeah, I'm making the fan belt again. So I went through all this rigmarole to do this, and I cut it too short. So I had to do it again. Then I broke the freaking crank. So I had to glue it all together. So this is just a film of futility. That is black electrician's tape. And for some reason, where I cut it at, I thought, that's enough. Yeah, I should have. It wasn't even long enough. I went the whole strip, so I had to put a whole different one down. And so I got to do that. I got to get the exhaust intake manifold. Got to put all the stuff I took off in the front, which wasn't a lot, but it still looks like a lot. Got to make sure I keep the rocker arms short, or not as tall. So there's a lot of stuff left to do here. So I'm going to do it in two pieces, snap it off. Anyway, yeah, that's about where I'm at. I still got that to do. Anyway, hopefully I can get the body attached. I really need to get that attached, because I have to put in the steering in it. Also got to do all the magnetos yet. The water pump drive, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. So anyway, for some reason it broke. I don't remember, but it's broke. I fixed it shortly afterwards. This should be about done here. Well, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.